What's up, legends, and welcome to probably the greatest day of your life so far because Unmatched Brains and Brawn has finally been released. I'll be posting several videos today, June 15th, 2023, starting with this one, the one that you're watching that you just clicked on, which is an unboxing-ish video where I open the box, put the dials together, and then play a game with the new characters without looking at any of the decks first with my good friend, Pommedepin. Other videos posted today will include a set overview and first impressions videos for all three of the characters. And maybe another video. I'm just kidding, there's no other video. There's only going to be these 5 today. So yeah, hopefully you're enjoying the present time of Unmatched, because it is a great time to be a fan of the game. And maybe this is your first set, and in which case you're in great hands and off to a great start. So yes, thank you for joining me to celebrate the new set. And thank you for watching. I'll see you in the video. Brains and Brawn. Oh! Wow, I'm so good at opening plastic.
What is it? What is it?
It's Brains and Brawn. Here, that's for you.
Thanks.
That's also for you. Doctor Strange! She-Hulk! Spider-Man! And more Doctor Strange. Cool, cool, cool. Alright. Let's open this bad boy up.
Am I going to show him the back?
They can see the back later. Brains and Brawn. Alright, let's fix this. Ooh! An advertisement for Marvel sets we already have. The rule. I love this health dial. Yep.
I know this is still a secret. I don't know what value it is.
Well, I guess Unmatched is a product of dark forces from another realm. Uh-oh. That's not good.
Make sure you always read the backs of your rule books, because they change that in every one. It makes me very happy.
Okay. I, so far, absolutely love the vibe of this set.
Health ranging from 14 to 20.
Yeah, She-Hulk having 20 health. That's insane. Okay, here. I'm going to give you the items.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, I start punching out the health dials. Ooh. Oh, the glare is a lot for that.
That's a specific terrible glare.
There we go.
I'll just need to use my hands to block out all the light.
Okay, pro tip, always double check the punch board insert so that when you throw it out, there isn't something accidentally there, because I know a lot of the Ghost Rider Hellfire might have been tossed out in the bin because it blended in with the artwork so well. Ah! These little colorful bits. Okay, so what do we have? We have a sword, a book, an axe. Wait. Should we guess what they do?
I think this one gives you +2 to an attack or defense.
Okay.
I think this one gives you +1 to an attack or defense.
No.
And I think the axe probably also gives you +1 to attack or defense.
Okay.
Let's see. So we were right about Dragon Fang.
You take all the credit for this, man.
Alright, I was right about Black's Law Dictionary. And, oh yeah, I was right about the Axe of Angar Rune. I cannot see with this light in play. There are more letters on it.
Wait, turn off the light. What does it look like?
I mean, just the physical light was in my way of seeing things.
Oh, I see. Let's say turn it back on. Yeah, you go. Okay. Dragon Fang. It's a sword. I love how an axe and a dictionary have like the same value.
Yeah.
It's like the book is mightier than the axe. Okay, well those are the versatiles. Okay, it looks like we got a ring, a cauldron. Is that a Daily Bugle newspaper?
That's what it looks like. What is the text on this newspaper? Masked menace attacks again.
I want pictures of Spider-Man. I'm gonna assume that's something either about drawing cards or looking at your opponent's hand. Except we already have items that do that. So I'm not sure. What does it do?
Draw 3 cards. Put a card from your hand on the bottom of your deck.
Oh, so I was...
So it's like a 2-card draw, and you can bury something useless.
Alright. I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea what the ring or cauldron do, so I'm not even gonna guess.
So the cauldron is play a scheme from your deck as a free action.
Oh. Well, that still costs an action, right? Is it just saying you're
Yeah.
playing the scheme?
Yep.
Okay.
So basically, this is any scheme in your deck.
Okay.
Which is huge for like Black Panther,
Black Widow.
Black Widow. That's like...
Spike!
No.
Wukong! Phoenix form!
Yeah, Wukong could get benefit from that.
Lady of the Lake!
Yeah, the one time you actually have Excalibur before her.
Oh boy.
That's gonna be spicy.
That is super spicy.
Just get your wishes early.
That probably means the characters in this box have like some bonkers schemes. Alright, what's the ring?
The ring. This is an astral ring. Move each fighter up to 1 space.
Okay,
So it's like a mini Command the Storms.
Command the drizzle.
Yep.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, so those are some pretty cool items. The map looks like it is Sanctum Sanctorum. Let's see that. Interesting. I'm getting like Baskerville vibes from this, but maybe that's just the coloring.
So I don't know how much other people pay attention to like the colorblind friendly designs on things, but this is one of my favorite designs on it, like with all of the different art on the spaces.
An interesting mix of like tri-zone and bi-zone spaces. I love how like the edges kind of have the monozone spaces. And kind of it's like this like middle ring area that has all the zone blends. Why is there just like rubble in here?
Because it looks like someone came in and destroyed the place.
She-Hulk.
There's
Is
a
that
hole.
a hole?
Yeah, there's a ground.
There's a hole in the floor. And just for funsies, there's the back.
A couple spots with 5 connectors.
Prey upon.
I've seen at least 3 spots looking at it quickly that have 5 adjacency lines.
Oh boy.
And then there's a bunch more with 4 adjacency lines. So this is a very connected map.
From like, so these are this is first player, this is second player, third player, fourth player. It's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7?
I think that's the same distance as Helicarrier. I think once Bullseye and Black Widow were like thought about, they just went, yep, we're sticking with 7 spaces away.
No more Sherwoods. Or it's what, like 3?
You could definitely get adjacent to a solo hair if you're move 3 melee, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Right away, you see the card backs. And these are just super interesting. And the minis too. Anyway, let's see. Will the minis show up on that cam? This is She-Hulk. Oh. You want to go get my Marvel Crisis Protocol She-Hulk mini for comparison?
We can.
Wait. This looks very similar, actually. Anyway, there's that. Yeah, that's probably a better way to do it. And then here's my Marvel Crisis Protocol She-Hulk.
Same idea.
Same idea, yeah.
It's She-Hulk. Looks like She-Hulk.
It's She-Hulk. And there's Spider-Man. He's shooting a web.
Different idea.
Different idea.
This is not finished painted, so don't judge.
Yeah, neither was She-Hulk. Interesting. And then,
We don't have Doctor Strange for Crisis
we do
Protocol yet.
not. But I'm getting like Cloak and Dagger vibes from this, probably for the obvious reason. But damn.
Some spicy minis.
That is some spicy minis. So we're probably gonna put the dials together and just skip that part in the video, unless we have some really clever insight, which I won't edit out. But and of course we gotta show off our man Wong.
How do you know it's Wong? What if it's someone who just looks like Wong?
Wong.
Forgot it says it on the card back, not just the player card.
Wong. Wong. Okay. Here, I want to put together the Doctor Strange ones because they look cool. You can put together the other two. There are more rivets to add to the collection.
Okay, which end goes in where?
Instructions unclear.
Actually, you and Gary say there's more in a specific order that it's supposed to go in.
There's definitely a way that fits better. I think you put the male part on the front. Yeah. The male part through the front, and then you put the...
Taylor,
Wait, no,
the opposite of what you're saying. You alright?
The female part. You put that... Ah! Yeah, that works. Cool. So Wong has 6 health. My man Steven has 14. Jennifer has 20 and Peter has 15.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so She-Hulk having 20 health. Definitely a step up.
Probably just gonna have like all defenses.
Yeah, that probably explains why she's holding a column in her mini. Okay. But yeah, I love the aesthetic of Doctor Strange. If I put that.
Anything special on the insides besides Strange? Like anything special when the numbers go down? Because these are uniform.
Yeah, I think these are uniform too. Yeah, Strange just says 0. I love that it's the eye.
Back.
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. That took us less time than I thought it would. So maybe we won't edit that out. But we were not gonna look at any of the decks. We were just gonna open them up and just play a game blind. We will talk about the abilities though. So you wanted to play as...
I'll play as She-Hulk.
Jennifer, gotcha. I'll play as Steven. I don't know why, it's just so funny to me calling them by like their first names. Alright.
We're gonna show the abilities now.
Yeah. What's She-Hulk's?
Alright, She-Hulk is just throw something. Let's see if I get this in there. At the start of your turn, you may discard a card to deal damage equal to its boost value to a fighter in your zone. Okay, I like that. That is spicy. It's kind of like Medusa's ability, except it costs you a card and it can grow in value compared to Medusa.
And she's melee, I'm assuming.
Yeah, melee. So that is a way to get people at range, which is nice.
What's the quote?
Green, gorgeous, gamma-powered bombshell. I know that's what you're thinking. Yeah, 20 health, move to melee.
Move to...
Oh, you're just opening it all the way.
Well, I'm just opening it all the way, and then we'll do one of these. This is how to play, by the way. There we go. There's Doctor Strange. Ooh. So Doctor Strange and Wong, both ranged, kind of makes sense. And his ability is called Dark Pact. After each combat, if Doctor Strange played a card, you may deal 1 damage to him. If you do, put that card on the bottom of your deck and draw 1 card. Ooh, if he has healing, that's probably going to be really good in exhaustion.
Well, you also draw a card.
Yeah. Maybe
So it does nothing towards exhaustion.
Oh, if you have healing, you can just recycle the healing.
Yeah.
Oh, but it's after combat, so you can't get schemes back.
Yeah, so it's after combat, and it goes to the bottom of your deck.
If you just put enough cards on the bottom, eventually you'll just draw them back.
It essentially gives you more copies of your best cards.
Yes.
Unless their boost values are too high that it's not worth it.
The Self-Dracula.
Yes.
Cool. And then just as another look at the card back.
Also helps you with hand management, though, since you do draw the card. That means you're playing and keeping your hand the same size.
Yes. Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, I didn't get up close on She-Hulk's back. Still in this because I didn't take it off yet. Actually, can I line up the glare with the little...
The
thing?
circle.
Oh, I cannot figure out how to move this by looking at the screen.
Oh,
almost there.
Almost.
But, like, that's as close as I'm gonna get trying to move it that way.
And you want to just put the Spider-Man
Here's
on.
Spidey. We'll do his back first.
Oh, that'll be easy.
Just a nice circle of his head with little squiggles. Assuming that's a Spidey sense. Because that is his ability. Oh, I'm really bad at this camera. So use melee, move 3, 15 health. Spidey sense. When an opponent attacks Spider-Man, before you play a defense card, they must tell you the printed value of their card. That is a lot of information for some decks.
Well, you can tell when Drac is playing Beast form, when Bigfoot's playing his Logs, when King Arthur's playing Excalibur.
If you get hit by a tricked you as Spider-Man, I will be judging
Like,
you.
that card just doesn't do anything against Spider-Man.
Yeah, that is, you tell them you have a 0, and they choose not to defend.
Does Spider-Man counter Sun Wukong? Because you'll just know when he plays the 7, you'll know when he plays the 0. I don't even know what his deck does.
All of Wukong's attacks are different card values. It's 7, 3, 2, and 1, and then he's got versatiles. So, like, the 2 could get mixed in with the versatiles.
What's the 1?
I meant 0, not 1.
Okay, got it. I was like, he doesn't have regroup.
No.
Damn.
But yeah, then he's got his 72. So when he says 2, you know it's an infinite or 72 and that stuff.
Well,
but like if he
Bruce,
says
Bruce
3,
Lee and
0,
Sinbad. Gonna say 2 and 3. Okay,
all of the mind games between Little Red, which is are you playing a 4 or a 2? Spidey knows it, which means you just need to hope Spidey doesn't have the cards.
Okay,
And
so
there's no mind games there.
I really hope Spider-Man has like not great defense values, just to offset the fact that like he has much more information. It's another character where like if you know your opponent's deck, is Spider-Man the new Sherlock?
Let's hope not.
Okay.
Well. Alright, his quote: "It's easy to laugh in the face of danger when you don't take anything too seriously."
I really thought it was going to be with great power comes great responsibility. But you know...
That's not exactly the quote.
What is it?
It's like I don't read Spider-Man comics, but it's like there must also come great responsibility or something like that in the wording. There's
Everything I know is
words.
a lie. All right. Here, wait. Let's flip this over and then keep this here as the reference. I'm also going to try to line up the circle. Oh, okay. This is a lot harder than it looks.
Yeah.
Easy dub.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Okay. And then don't look at any of your cards.
Can I look at the card backs?
Yes, you can look at the card backs. No, we're gonna play with our eyes closed. You know what? I will be polite. Ladies first.
Are you putting Minnie so far away?
You want to switch sides of the table?
No.
Actually, no, that'll mess me up for the camera. The random item assortment.
You don't have them memorized? We just went over this.
We didn't really talk about where the items were placed.
Yeah.
Also, this one is like sneaky.
The artwork.
Yeah. Okay. You flip it back over. What is wrong with you?
Let's command the drizzle.
Command the drizzle! Do I get like a home field advantage or something?
Why? Because we're playing at your house?
Yeah. And yes, we are playing with unsleeved cards. Please forgive us.
We could sleeve as we go.
That'd probably be too much glare. Okay, so far this set looks very promising. So let's see. I'll put Dr. Strength there. Move the board over like so. Probably where we want the discard piles. Here, I'll move this down. And put the health up here. Bless you.
Thank you.
Ah! Your health dial is so thick.
How much health does Wong have?
Wong has 6.
Okay.
Dark Pact. I'm ready to make some packs. My favorite convention. Palm groaned. Let the record show. He did not find that amusing.
It is a good convention. I definitely find the convention amusing. Oh, it doesn't look like there are hard zone cutoffs, are there? Good Medusa map, question mark? Oh, well, no. I was going to say the blue doesn't go there, but obviously the yellow and purple. Maybe.
Yeah, I think this is kind of like Sherwood.
It's definitely a large map. Just with how many connectors there are to get across the board is a lot of movement. Which means T-Rex probably doesn't like it too much. Maybe T-Rex is fine with it, with ripples possibly. Because you could get 2 each zone pretty easily.
Yeah. I think, like, if you're in one of the tri-zone spaces, there's, like, 1 or 2 spaces in the opposite corner that you can't get to. But... oh, no, that tri-zone space sucks. This one is also kind of... Well, yellow is like pretty centralized.
Yeah, if you're in yellow as tier, depending on how long like these spaces are.
Yeah. Ooh, they do look pretty long.
Actually, even if you go this way, you could still attack either of those. So T-Rex in yellow can get to anywhere with ripples for attacking purposes. Which is what you're usually using that card for, I think, more so than discard.
I just went and got some water, so if you're at home, you're feeling kind of thirsty, go hydrate.
Yeah, if you're not feeling kind of thirsty, still hydrate.
Yes. All right. So, you ready to begin?
Let's do it.
Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh. Holy cow.
Can I see the rulebook? It's under the box.
Let's see. All right, maybe we should. Can I read the special rules?
Yeah.
Okay, special. Oh boy. Doctor Strange can spend his life energy to retain combat cards. Oh, also, like, look at that. Look at that little spiral of Stevens. That's so cool. Doctor Strange also has blind boosting. So Doctor Strange's ability happens after combat, and it specifically says if there are multiple effects that happen after combat, like Robin Hood's special ability, the defender's effect resolves first. Surprise, surprise. Spider-Man, She-Hulk. She-Hulk just says, when she's not lawyering, sometimes She-Hulk just likes to huck something at her enemies. At the start of your turn, you may discard a card from your hand. If you do, deal damage equal to its boost value to one fighter in your zone. You must use its ability before taking your first action. That's the only thing that it says in She-Hulk's section.
So let's just clarify how we're gonna determine it. What is a starting space?
A starting space?
Like, is this a starting space? Or is a starting space specific to spaces that a hero is starting in that particular game? Because I know if it says, like, an opponent's starting space, it has to be a space where an opponent started, but I don't know if a starting space still requires a player to be in it. I'm thinking we rule it spaces where someone is starting.
That's kind of what I seem to be leaning towards as well. But maybe Justin can leave a nice comment. Stop lurking, Justin. Give the people the rules clarifications they want.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll be asked in the Discord link.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Okay, so this... Why do I get the feeling that Doctor Strange is just like Bullseye 2.0?
Oh, I like that card.
Let's see, so Wong... I feel like you can like one-hit Wong. We're gonna hide him away in the corner.
No, I want a one-hit Wong.
You want a Wonga? Alright, whenever you are ready, you may begin.
Ooh, spicy. So, with my first action, I'm gonna maneuver. Okay.
Uh-oh.
I don't know my schemes, so I don't know if I want to use the cauldron.
Wait, no, that would be so good. You just go through that and look through your deck.
deck.
How would that work? Would you like declare a scheme, or would you just look through your deck and play a scheme? I feel like it would be the latter, just so you don't.
I think so.
Yeah. Dude, just.
I mean, when you're playing this, if you know your deck, you know what scheme you're looking for.
Yeah. But what if you don't know your deck, which is what we do? Just maneuver over there and do it right now. Just look through your entire deck. Ruin the fun.
Okay. I will maneuver again.
Coward.
Yes. I love what I'm seeing.
You know, this map might actually be decently anti-ranged because if you just sit in one of the like single zone spaces,
They have to almost come next to you.
yes, exactly. Very interesting.
Especially with that one having an item token.
Yeah.
But I do like that because item tokens for ranged fighters get to be a little bit spicier than they should be for the poor melee fighters.
Okay. I'm going to maneuver. Doctor Strange only has 2 feints, which I don't think actually matters in this matchup since I think She-Hulk probably has some decently high printed values.
Good to know.
What, that you have high printed values?
No, that you said what, 2 feints?
Oh my goodness. Okay. Doctor Strange, new bullseye confirmed. Holy cow. Okay. Holy cow. Holy cow, holy cow, holy cow, holy cow. Okay. Your turn.
Yeah, let's use the cauldron.
So just to clarify again, this is the cauldron. Play a scheme from your deck as a free action. But the way we're assuming this works is that it costs an action to play this, but the scheme is free.
Yeah.
So like you're not playing this and using 2 actions on your turn. Show off the card.
Oh, right. Leap toward. Move She-Hulk up to 4 spaces. She may move through opposing fighters. Then if she is adjacent to an opposing fighter, gain 1 action.
How many copies of that do you have?
2.
Uh-oh. Alright, I'm about to get double attacked.
Yeah, I don't care if no one can touch me. So yeah, that will give me an action, so I still have 2.
Cool. Doctor Strange art literally unmatched. Literally any one of these cards could be the thumbnail.
Alright, I will play my attack, and then you could just play your defense there, and then once we see what you're doing, we'll show what I'm doing.
Okay, so this is my defense. We're doing the Cloak of Levitation. It's a 2-value versatile, and it says if Doctor Strange is adjacent to the opposing fighter, ignore the value of your opponent's card. Alright, what did you play, Pom? Uh-oh, someone looks disappointed.
I played the Savage She-Hulk. During combat, you may spend an additional action to make this card's value 9 instead.
What? Okay. Alright, thank goodness that's like faintable in the sense that like you only take 1 damage. But holy cow.
You would also have to like end next to me or I gain an action somehow.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna choose not to
Yeah.
use the extra action. I will keep my actions.
Oh, alright, we're gonna use our ability. We're gonna deal ourselves 1 damage. We're gonna put this on the bottom of the deck, because this seems like a good card in the matchup. And then I'm gonna draw a card. Okay.
So I do still have an action.
Yes. Because my ability is after each combat, not necessarily attacking or defending. It's either... And it's Doctor Strange, so Wong can't use this.
Then with my last action, I actually am going to maneuver.
Coward! Boo!
Okay. I love that most of the artwork I'm looking at breaks the frame.
Uh-huh. Um. Okay, well, I'm going to start with a maneuver. Holy cow. That's a fun card.
Want to show me?
No. Oh, this is... Alright, full send. Full send. I will attack you. With the good doctor, of course.
Let's do it. I'm gonna play Lady Justice. Oops.
Uh-oh.
So Lady Justice, it's a 0 value defense. During combat, discard the top card of your opponent's deck and increase the value of this by twice the boost value.
Okay. So the top card of my deck, oh jeez, is the Mists of Mistapor. That's a 2 value defense. Immediately discard your opponent's card. They reveal cards from their deck until they reveal an attack or versatile card they can play. They play that card and randomly put the rest of the revealed cards on the bottom of their deck. Holy cow.
So it's like a do my bidding with less choice.
Jeez. Okay, but so your card value is a 4? No? Yeah. Okay. Well, the card I played is the Bolts of Balthak. It says, during combat you may blind boost this card. We're going to blind boost it.
That is the artwork on the side of the box.
If you win the combat, gain 1 action. Except the card I pulled was the Rings of Ragador, which has a boost value of 1. So my 3 does not beat your 4.
I do like the trippy vibe of all of Strange's artwork.
Yes. Alright. Well... Oh, also this card is insane. It says if you won the combat, your fighter and each friendly fighter adjacent to them recover health equal to the damage dealt. And notice that it says friendly fighter, so 2v2.
Let's go.
Holy cow.
And co-op.
And co-op. Alright. It is your turn.
Alright, so you're not damaging me. I'm next to you. I can do the thingy.
You can do the thingy.
Yeah, so I'm going to discard a double jeopardy here. This is the artwork on the side of the box. Double jeopardy, if I was playing it as a scheme, I would draw 2 cards and recover 2 health. So I'm not, it's just a boost value of 2. And I'm throwing something. Alright.
So I take 2 damage.
Yep.
So you just momentary glance to me for a card, but a free action.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So I will attack.
I'm getting some really bad vibes.
Nah, don't worry about it.
Alright, you know what? We're going to take this attack.
So it's Omega threat level.
Jesus.
It's a 5 value attack. And now, after combat, if I dealt 2 or more combat damage, like Cloak and Dagger,
Oh no.
your opponent discards 2 random cards.
Oh no. That card's nuts.
No, that's Squirrel Girl.
Alright, pick 2 random cards.
I'll go with this one. And this one. Let's see, I discarded another one of the bolts.
Another one of the bolts.
We saw that. And, oh, a Wong card. Steadfast Disciple. After combat, if Wong is adjacent to the opposing fighter, deal 1 damage to the opposing fighter and draw a card. So it's like a Wily and Snark combined into one.
Nice.
Not exactly a Wily. That was a bad example.
Nice. Okay.
I do still have an action.
You do! I'm not dead yet.
But we can change that.
Yes, we can.
I will attack again.
Alright, I'll feign this one.
Of course. Show me the art. Oh, I guess I can see the artwork.
Yeah, also this card's already been revealed.
Oh, I didn't know that. I don't follow the spoilers.
What does that do?
This is Cease and Desist. It's a 1 value versatile. That's not regroup. If you didn't cancel my effects, immediately I would have canceled your effects. And then during combat, if you're attacking, it bumps up to a 4.
Nice.
So it's like just under a sneak attack, but you could use it on defense.
Interesting. Okay. Well.
And there's 3 copies of that.
Mm-hmm. You only have 3 cards in your hand?
Yeah, you only have 4.
Yeah. Alright. Doctor Strange will attack you. Why am I putting my card there?
Yeah, you can put it there. I won't defend.
Let's go! It's the Rings of Ragador! So because I won the combat, I recover health equal to the amount of damage I dealt.
Oh. That's not
So now I'm back at 10. Oof, I was... do I want to put this back?
Man, I almost got down to your starting health.
I am. I'm gonna take I'm gonna take a damage to put that on the bottom of my deck. And then I'll draw a card. I will then play
I like that it's conditional healing with like however much damage you deal.
the Eye of Agamotto, which lets me shuffle my hand into my deck, draw 5 cards, gain an action.
Ooh, spicy.
So now all the cards on the bottom of my deck
Are not
at the bottom.
necessarily.
Well, they I hope they're not. I'm gonna cheat.
I don't.
And make sure they're not. God, I love this card. I love this card so much. This is like the bullseye scheme, but a lot better.
So you could either use that to like go from few cards to many, or to essentially shuffle cards back into your deck.
Mm-hmm.
If you're at a full hand. Or if you are like against Bayo and you were forced to draw a bunch of stuff, you could put them back down and cancel that for exhaustion purposes.
Mm.
Which is spicy.
Alright, you want to give this a good old mix?
Mix Pitlick?
X.
That's DC, not Marvel.
Yikes.
Still haven't guessed how to spell his name.
I have not. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's a new starting hand.
It is. Oh boy.
So Doctor Strange has a built-in mulligan.
I'm gonna attack you.
No defense.
It's a Bolts of Balthak! So I can blind boost this card. I'm gonna blind boost it. It's the Rings of Ragador, a healing card.
So only 3 damage?
So only 3 damage. But I did win the combat, so I gain an action.
So with 2 undefended attacks, you got me below your starting health.
Let's go! Do I want to put that card on the bottom of my deck? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? You don't seem like you're defending a lot. So we'll put that card on the bottom.
And then you draw a card. Right?
I do draw a card. Alright, we'll have Doctor Strange attack again.
No defense.
Let's go! It's a Rigs of Ragador. So I'm back up to 12. I will go down to 11 and put this card on the bottom of my deck.
Naturally.
And then I'll draw a card. And it is your turn.
Aha!
What?
I don't know how important it is to do the auto damage right now. So I'm not. I am going to play Double Jeopardy.
Double Jeopardy.
So this time I'm doing it for its effect. So I can draw 2 cards and heal 2 health. Tied up.
Tied up.
And I got some new cards. I need to see what those are. It is beautiful artwork. As always.
You're beautiful.
As always.
And humble.
As always. That's interesting.
Uh-oh. Good interesting or bad interesting?
Yes. I am going to attack.
This is second action.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, here we go. The 7 Sons of Cinnabis. So if the value of this card is above 7, ignore its value. And during combat, you may blind boost this card up to 2 times.
I guess you should know what I have.
Yeah.
So I have green energy. It's a 4 value versatile. After combat, if I won the combat, I deal 1 damage to each fighter adjacent to me.
Oh. Okay. I'm going to blind boost it.
Yeah, there's no.
Yeah, I got a Winds of Watum. Says your opponent places Doctor Strange in a starting space. Place the opposing fighter in another starting space. All players shuffle their decks. Interesting. So we are tied. And
That's like all players shuffle their decks.
yes.
That makes sense for Doctor Strange, but that's a fun thing to have. Yeah, just shuffle your deck, which is already shuffled for most fighters.
I'm going to put that card on the bottom of my deck. Also, interesting thing to note, it said if the value is above 7, so I don't think you can really play item tokens with that card and blind boost it. Unless you get to 7 exactly, but I also wonder, do you have to say, oh, I'm going to blind boost it twice?
What is the text on the card?
I'll look at the bottom of my deck. It says you may blind boost this card up to 2 times.
I think you would declare it ahead of time. I mean, you'd only do 1 there because you needed 1 value. So, like, as long as you have no cards with no boost values, you're fine.
5 value boost. Okay.
But yeah, your turn.
My turn. Alright, Doctor Strange will attack you. He's thinking.
How many cards are in your hand?
This is the 4th, so I'll have 3.
No defense.
It's the 7 Sons of Cinnabis! No one ever expects 2 in a row. Alright, we're going to be super greedy and blind boost it twice. Aha! So I got the mists and a cloak. So that has 3 boost values. That's 6 damage. Let's go! How much health are you at?
5.
Ooh-hoo-hoo. We're going to take a damage. Put that card on the bottom of my deck. And draw a card. And then we're playing the Eye of Agamotto! Woo-woo!
You have too much action gain for the way I've been playing.
Let's go! Oh boy. Sun's getting real low, big guy.
Yeah, so with how much shuffling you have in your ability, you essentially just get so many copies of the cards you want to keep playing.
Yeah.
Like the little number at the bottom of the card means nothing.
I've healed for 8 damage this game. I'm at 9 health. I'd be at 1 health without that. Alright, you want to give this a cut or a mix? Wonderful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gain in action.
Bolts followed by bolts.
Bolts followed by bolts, followed by bolts, followed by bolts. Alright, I will attack.
I'll use the item.
The item!
So I'm playing Legalize, which is a 2-value versatile.
Legalese.
What?
Legalese.
Oh yeah. Legalese. Sure. After combat, if you won the combat, your opponent chooses whether you both draw a card or both discard a card. And if I lost the combat, I make the choice instead. So whoever loses the combat chooses if you both draw or both discard.
I see. So yours is a 4?
Yes.
Mine is also a 4. Mine is the healing card. So I get to choose.
Yeah, do we both draw or do we both discard?
I think we're both gonna discard.
Alright. Guessing we do it simultaneously?
Yeah.
Actually, I need to reveal this.
Ooh.
Jennifer Walters, ESQ. So you place her in a starting space, draw a card, gain an action. So it's like closer than she appears, but instead of one space, it's go to a starting space.
And mine is Master of Camartage. It's an any. It says if Doctor Strange and Wong are adjacent, this card's value is 4 instead. Would help if we were adjacent, but I don't want to maneuver. And yeah, again, this was my healing card, which I'm going to put on the bottom of my deck for health. And you have one more action? Or no, that was me attacking.
That was you, yeah. So I think you're done.
Right. And I draw a card for the cycle. Mm-hmm. I forgot. That was the Eye of Agamotto turn. It's been a while. Okay.
So first action, I'm gonna play. We're gonna get away from you. Draw a card, engage action.
Ooh.
So I still have 2 more actions. Forget, what does the Daily Bugle do? Oh,
draw
that's
3
what
cards.
it does. It's too far. I will maneuver. Do I want to go play with Wong? I guess I do. I will maneuver again. Sup, Wong?
Sup, Wong? Alrighty. My turn. I suppose I'll maneuver. You guys turn 3 cards. Fine. Alright, I ain't afraid of no ghost. And I'm gonna have Doctor Strange attack you with the item.
Alright. We're gonna play the defense rests. Keep on bumping it. It's a 2-value defense. After combat, draw cards equal to the amount of damage you took.
Aha! I am playing another Bolts of Balthak. So I can blind boost this card. Ooh, it's a Master of Camartage, so that's a boost value of 2. So I'm attacking you with a 5. You're taking 3 damage.
But I'm surviving.
But you're surviving. You draw 3 cards.
I do.
Do I want to cycle? I think I want to cycle. I'm going to put that on the bottom of my deck. And I'm going to draw a card. Okay. Your turn.
You're at 7 health there.
Yeah, you're at 2 health there. Wong's just chilling.
We're gonna throw something.
Uh-oh.
We're just gonna do 1 damage. This card I've played before.
Legalese. Both of my characters are at 6 health.
Good. Yeah. I will attack you.
First action.
Yep.
Alright. I'm playing the 7 Sons of Cinnabon.
And I'm doing the Savage Shield.
I see.
So this could become a 9.
It could be a 9. So let's see. I probably need to blind boost this. Probably need to blind boost this.
How many times?
Ooh. Well, if I do it twice, I don't think I can risk doing it twice. I'm just going to do it once. And I got a 2!
No.
So I'm blocking for 5.
You use the item, so 6.
No, I used the item when I attacked you.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Never mind. So just 5.
Yeah. But it would be your entire turn, right?
Yeah. How many cards in your hand? 3? 4.
And remember, I could put this on the bottom of my deck and draw another card.
Yeah.
Wait, that's really good. My hand size basically never goes down.
Yeah.
Dude, this is Bullseye 2.0. I don't want to play with you anymore. Bullseye, Doctor Strange.
We are... That would be 4 damage. Get us tied up. Do I think you're gonna have cards that deal enough damage to me?
Depends what's in your hand.
Let's do it.
Oh,
Take 4
boy.
damage. Are you gonna get that card back?
Probably not. My turn.
Yep.
Alrighty. I ain't afraid of no ghost. I'm gonna attack you.
Alright, so I got a new card here.
Uh-oh.
It's a Nerve Cluster Strike. 3 value, versatile. Immediately, if She-Hulk is adjacent to the opposing fighter, which I am, they cannot leave their space this turn.
Okay.
So you will be next to me.
If Doctor Strange is adjacent to the opposing fighter, ignore the value of your opponent's card.
Yep.
Yeah! Woo!
Yes, that was guaranteed to do 1 damage to me no matter what I played.
Do you not have any feints? Or do you just have that one?
I might have feints. I would assume not if I have 3 cancels. 5 cancels and a ton of discard, that would not be a fun deck.
Sherlock.
Case in point.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So the only card that we didn't see from She-Hulk's deck is Sensational, which should have known was going to be in there. After combat, if you won the combat, you may choose a card from your discard pile and shuffle it into your deck.
Oh.
So I could have gotten that back, potentially.
Interesting. There were some cards we didn't see in Strange's deck, and when I say some card, it was just one. And it was, no really, I'm a doctor. Reveal a card from your hand and put it on top of your deck. Doctor Strange or a friendly fighter adjacent to him recovers health equal to that card's boost value. So it's kind of like a reverse Strange case. You're putting a card back on your deck and healing. Instead of taking the card from the top of your deck into your hand and dealing damage. So Doctor Strange has like god tier recursion, except you can't recur schemes. So you have to be really careful with how you use the Doctor card and the Eye of Agamotto, because you only get 2 shots at them each. Oh man, and imagine if I actually got to play Mists of Manipur. I feel like that might be good against decks with like low block counts, but still have versatiles, because like if you play this, discard their attack card, and then like mill a, yes, we're still playing Vorpal, and mill like a versatile that they attack you with, they lose a defense and like an attack, but you are basically saying, alright, I'm going to take a random other attack from you and only block 2 damage of it, and hope that the fact that it's like a random attack means that like you are not in the best position to use it, but might be a little risky. But hey, that's what Doctor Strange is all about. Living on the edge, incorporating blind boosts in a fun way, and having enough healing to make up for your arrogance and mistakes.
Yeah, I think I had 4 schemes with blue cards at the start of the game. So anything I was attacking with before I started taking undefended hits were like the only things I could attack with.
Holy cow. Alright, Doctor Strange. That's my review of him. Holy cow, he is fun. What do you think about She-Hulk?
I did spend the entire game looking for defenses because I just had a hand of schemes. Which, like, they do draw cards, it's just I was focused too much on getting full value of the effect. So it was like there wasn't really a good opportunity for me to move to a starting space except for when I needed to run away. Which I should have done a turn earlier.
I suppose it would be easy to play around that card, but you could try to, like, if you wanted to use it aggressively, you could try to corral your opponent to a starting spot and then, like, warp there and attack them with 2 actions.
I was hoping you just leave Wong when you put him there. It's like, cool. Then you just come at me with Strange, leave Wong protect, and I just show up and then I Savage She-Hulk him to do 9 damage.
Poor Wongers. Poor Wongers.
Should we show off Spidey's deck? Or leave that as a surprise for
what time is
initial thought video? I don't know, my phone's being used.
Well, my phone's being used.
Oops, I'm just shaking things now. 111.
I was almost like, let's ask Twitch chat, and then I remembered that this is not Twitch.
No, we hit record, not stream.
Yes. Oh, that was my biggest fear when we started doing this video. I was like, all right, we're on OBS. The start streaming and start recording options are right next to each other. If I hit start streaming and stream us playing this game on Twitch,
we would never be able to play board games again.
My life would be over. I would have to leave the Discord. I'd probably get sued. My incompetence would be the end of me. But I'm pretty dang sure that it says recording and not live in the bottom of the screen, so
we should probably clean up before we hit stop recording.
just in case I hit start streaming.
Yep.
Alright. Sure. We'll give the people what they want. We'll show off Spider-Man.
What they want is Elsa Bloodstone, right?
If by people we mean you.
There are definitely more people who would find Elsa Bloodstone to be a great character for this game.
Yeah. Oh, something I didn't see before. You can see the reflection of the city in his eyes.
Oh, that's spicy.
That is spicy.
All right.
Is that Jason doing the card backs, or is that still part of Oliver Bear doing the art for Spidey?
I have no clue.
Whichever one of you did it, nice job.
All right. Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Recovered 3 health. Place Spider-Man in any space in his zone. He's carrying groceries. How nice.
2 copies of that.
Counterattack. What does it say, Pom?
After combat, if the value of your opponent's card is 4 or higher, deal 2 damage to the opposing fighter.
So like Son of a Boxer. Or like Counterpunch, but balanced. And it's a defense, so you'll know if your opponent's card is 4 or higher.
That would also work against Doctor Strange if he gets too high on his thing. Like if he pumps it up to a 7, Spidey gets the benefit and doesn't have to take any damage.
Okay. If I told you Robin Hood had a card that is also found in Spider-Man's deck, what would you say? And it's
What does snark mean?
Snark? I don't know.
That's just a word I don't know what it means.
Okay, well he has a different card. He has that. I looked through his deck. He also has that Snark, but he's a different card.
What's in Robin Hood's deck? Let's see. Disarming shot?
Yeah. Ooh, bump the camera. Sorry. Disarming shot.
I'm bumping the table.
Yeah. Draw a number of cards equal to the amount of combat damage dealt to the opposing fighter. Seen that before? Oh, he's got momentous shifts. And his
fist is down.
Yeah, I was gonna say his hand is going the wrong way. Not wrong, but like it makes sense that his is coming from the top and not the bottom. Web shooters.
Naturally.
Spider-Man cannot take more than 2 combat damage this combat. If your opponent plays a 6, you go boom, pew pew, pew pew.
And he knows if a 6 is coming.
Yeah. Oh, right in the face, right in the schnoz. Immediately, your opponent can't draw cards this turn.
Oh.
Wait, that kind of wrecks Eye of Agamotto. You shuffle your hand into your deck. You don't draw any cards.
It helps you if you're playing the exhaustion game.
There's Snark. Which is
That's the side of the box artwork, just the box doesn't have the webs.
This is on the back of the box. It says, Spider Sense Tingling. After combat, if the value of your opponent's card is 4 or higher, draw 2 cards.
I do like that his stuff that cares about value is just straight up value, not printed value, since he obviously knows the printed value.
Yeah.
But most cards it will end up being printed value, especially when it's something like a 4. There aren't too many cards that change from 4s.
Yeah. Houdini.
Yeah.
Swinging Web Kick. Just printed 6 with text. With text. What's going on? After combat, move the opposing fighter a number of spaces up to the amount of combat damage dealt. You're taking this undefended. Go to the other side of the board. Yikes. What's the sound that his web makes? Palm?
It's probably a couple consonants.
Thwip. If you won the combat, place Spider-Man in any space in his zone. So it's like disengage, but worse. 3 copies of that. We've got Wall Crawler. Place Spider-Man in any space in his zone. It's like the Electra Teleport card, but worse. That is not a great way to look at cards, because obviously the context of the deck matters a lot, and Spider-Man has a bunch of movement, constrained to like in his zone, which I think is fine. He can also
he has
the opposing
log,
fighter.
but better.
Yes. Yeah, and he has like obviously his ability is nuts, and the synergy it has with a lot of his like versatiles and defense is crazy. And the last card, it's a scheme with 2 copies. With great power! All of Spider-Man's attacks this turn at +1 value. Draw a card, gain an action. It's like Nunchaku!
But better! Yeah, so that was 3 common cards, and then half of his cards are other cards in the game tweaked. I mean, pretty much every card is another card in the game tweaked.
He has no cancels. Right?
You should not give him cancels.
Yeah.
He already knows the printed value. You can't give him cancels.
So it's like...
So now Little Red is not completely dumpstered.
Not completely. Well, she actually doesn't have a lot of, like, 4s. So a lot of his stuff won't...
She has 4. She has 2s and 4s.
Yeah. But, like, you're not necessarily going to be, like, attacking with all your 4s.
What do you do with your 4s?
Well, sometimes I like playing the red one on defense because it's fun.
Yeah, but...
You're going to attack with all 6 of your 4s?
There's a reason people usually feint my 4s.
Well, then you'll take 2 damage from counterattack. But, like, I guess it makes sense. It's like, oh, you're not going to, like, cancel the beast form. It's just, oh, a beast form's coming? Well, I'm just going to, like, web shooters that.
No, in this matchup, you don't attack with your 4s. Because he's not going to feint your 4s. He has no feints, and you don't want to attack with 4s.
Mm-mm. Interesting. So this is... He doesn't have any action gain outside of the great power scheme, right?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't remember seeing it.
But you could, like, great power, swinging kick, and just throw
one shot most people.
2 8s. You literally wait for them to get a low hand count. You play right in the face so that they can't draw cards, like after that maybe they're a little too aggressive in attacking you. And then just dumpster them with a bunch of attacks. That also, great power synergizes with, like, disarming shot. So that you can draw more cards. It synergizes with whip so that you can have a better chance of winning the combat. Synergizes with swinging kick so that you can move them more spaces.
Imagine having great power, kick, and then Bruce Lee comes up to you on turn 1. And then you just end his life.
Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, this set looks very interesting. I think the characters are at like a... Well, obviously this is like my very first impression after literally just opening the decks and looking at them. They seem to be in between Team Spirit and For King and Country, which is kind of like a wide margin between like C tier heroes and like S tier game breakers. They're somewhere in the middle of that, which is like the sweet spot. They don't seem, well, they all have like some bonkers stuff they can do. Obviously, like Doctor Strange, healing, recursion, attacking. Obviously, Spider-Man will probably be like a defensive god. And She-Hulk can just like hit you, especially the fighters that like have to come in and engage her. Although Bruce Lee probably only gets wrecked by Leap Toward with that 9 value card. But anyways, seems like a cool set.
I might recommend this one more than Teen Spirit. I need to play it more.
Mm-hmm.
But it has a chance to be the one I'd recommend to people first. And the characters in this box definitely help as far as recommendations go to get someone into it. Which that is what Spider-Man is here for.
And obviously, like, I think that this is right up there with For King and Country as like heroes that people definitely know about because of the MCU. Well, like,
I mean, everyone knows Spider-Man. If you don't know Spider-Man, that's just because you don't know anything about comics. Like, you just somehow avoided everyone of that community.
Mm-hmm. But, like, yeah. This set has, like, the fun. It seems to have the fun, like, connectivity playability that like Team Spirit has, but the character seems slightly more balanced than for King and Country, which is the point I was trying to make. But this seems like a very solid set, and the art, they have 3 different art. I'm gonna look this up just so I can make sure I can say this right. All right, so the She-Hulk card illustrations are by Joshua Swaby. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Spider-Man is by the famous Oliver Barrett. Or I say famous because he's like unmatched. He's famous and unmatched because his art is just so great. And he's done a lot of stuff already. And the Doctor Strange illustration is by the Brave Union. Board illustration by Ian O'Toole. Item token illustration by JJ Arosa. Cover illustration by Joshua Swaby. I'm just going to read all the credits. Game restoration, Brian Neff, Noah Cohen, Rob Davio, Justin D. Jacobson, that sounded like I said G, and Tim Weish. Graphic design, Jason Taylor, Lindsay Davio, Ian Reed, and Jason D. Kingsley. Project management, our girl, Suzanne Sheldon. And yeah, shout out Restoration Games. We love you all. Thank you to all the artists for really putting in work for this set. Like,
She-Hulk can discard up to 16 cards, and she has 3 cancels.
jeez. Why would you? Why would you? All right. Wow.
I think it's a lot harder to pull off. Like, one of them is whoever's losing combat is choosing if you're discarding or drawing.
Mm-hmm.
And then one of them requires you to deal at least 2 combat damage for it to even happen.
Item tokens.
But, like, that is up to 16 discard with 3 cancels. That could be 19 cards that the opponent gets no effect from.
And people said Black Panther was broken. Alright, well, we just gushed about the game, and while I was thanking the artists, Pom was doing some
Math.
Here at Defender Resolves First, we do the math.
That's because they're illiterate.
Yes, they can't read. So they'll be fine until they get to algebra when letters start coming.
Oh, it's okay.
into
She
play.
has more health than the amount of cards she could cancel. I mean, it definitely did not feel as bad as, like, the Black Panther taking away.
Yeah.
So.
But, like, that's going to trigger every time against Robin Hood.
Yep.
That's going to trigger every time against Angel.
She could also prevent Robin Hood from moving.
Oh! Except she's what? Melee move 2?
Mm-hmm.
And she doesn't seem to have... Does Leap Towards move through opposing fighters?
Mm-hmm.
Is that, like, her only movement effect besides the starting space warp?
Yes. That I remember.
This is kind of just like turning into us. It's like speculating. Interesting. All right. Well, we will end the speculation there since it's been almost 80 minutes of Brains and Brawn fun.
Honestly, when we are recording ourselves, time does not feel like it takes as long as it does.
No.
So we do 2 4+ hour streams, and it felt like, what, 2 hours each?
Yeah. Crazy. All right. For Brains and Brawn, this video is coming out in mid-June. And there will probably be a link in the description taking you to the Restoration pre-order page, or just order page maybe. I'm not sure at the time of recording, but thank you to Restoration for sending me this review copy. This box looks like a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that is Brains and Brawn, Baked Goods and Brawn, Unmatched, Marvel, Doctor Strange, forever.
Braun is a Marvel character. He's not in this box. He's a Hulk.
Thank you for watching. Remember to hydrate, homies. And as always, like, subscribe, and yeet!